Do not try to help the submissives.
Just let them follow on their own.
Let them sabotage themselves because they usually enjoy that. Warning for underage listeners. This is an adult-oriented podcast. There will be frequent references to kink, sex, crude language, and various other grotesqueries. If you're under 18 and looking for answers and upfront advice about sex, please visit scarletteen.com. Also, for the dude bro listeners out there, this is nerdy shit. Go away.
Welcome to the Gotham Press podcast.
This is a verbal orgy about anything like the Grafenberg spot,
The difference between Star Trek and Star Wars.
the finer points of throwing a pair of floggers, and just whatever the hell we find to talk about.
That said, if you have a desire to learn these and many more kinktastic nerdgasms, stay tuned.
But we like you drunk.
Greedy, why are you trying to get Sugar's girl drunk?
If I get drunk, like, I'm in a pissed off enough mood right now that if I get drunk, I will pick a fight. And so I don't want to do that.
And
Okay, so avoid you drunk. That's a good idea.
Actually, usually I'm really happy when I get drunk.
listeners, get Sugar's girl drunk. She's really happy.
Until she gets pissed off and picks a fight.
Hi, listeners.
That doesn't really happen. Mostly I just make out with everybody that I can.
Oh,
You know, I've seen that.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Hey, Greedy.
Yo.
Emergency recording!
Oh, damn it. Who fucked up?
I think I fucked up. But this time I'm not. This time I have everything correct.
Okay, well, as we don't know which one of us fucked up, I'm going to partially own it myself because
We fucked up!
we fucked up. Yes.
Not Sugar's girl, though.
No,
she never
no,
fucked up.
she did not fuck up.
Nope.
She is the greatest.
Absolutely.
She's the best around. Nothing's ever going to take her down.
Okay, let's go with that.
I'm the best around, and the company is not too hard to beat.
Okay, all right. I was wondering where she was going with that. Thank you, Sugar's girl.
You're welcome.
Ouch.
What?
You didn't get the burn?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
he did not feel the burn.
It's okay. Thank you, Sugar's girl.
You're welcome.
Of course, he is into that degradation thing.
Is he?
So, yeah.
I didn't know.
Giving.
Oh, giving.
Oh, you never specified that.
You fucking dick.
Oh, so I should actually be nice to you then?
Hey, Greedy.
What's going on, brother?
Bag of dicks. Straight to you. Sugar free.
That's no fun.
No. I'm going to gift somebody a 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears, unless I can find sugar-free gummy dicks,
Why are you doing this?
because people,
Upset him.
yes, people are assholes. So I'm going to make their asshole pay for it.
Their asshole?
Yes,
Oh, my.
yes. So
Why do
Amazon used to sell 5-pound bags of Haribo Gold gummy bears sugar-free until the reviews started coming in. They got something like 7,000 reviews on them from people that actually purchased these bears. The Haribo Gold sugar-free gummy bears
Are pointless.
Oh, no, they're not pointless. They have a disastrous effect on 99% of the human population's abdominal cavity.
Oh.
Montezuma's Revenge does not even begin to give it justice.
Oh, fuck.
One review listed it as the Night of 1,000 Rains. I read those reviews for days. It was. I had a couple of days off, and one of my coworkers showed me the first review on it on a I want to say a Tuesday night. So I was off Wednesday, Thursday. So I read reviews, and by Friday morning, I was so incredibly sore from laughing so hard.
Did you have some gummy bears while you read?
No, I did not. If you ever want to get revenge on somebody for anything, and you feel that this would be a good choice, good luck finding them, because I can't find them anywhere.
Oh, there's a dark web for that kind of stuff.
Who's going to eat them if you send it to them?
Well, you don't
you can always repackage.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to buy
Genius.
2 bags of gummy bears, 1 sugar free, 1 not sugar free,
Nice.
and I'm going to send them the bag from the sugared gummy bears, stuffed with the sugar free gummy bears, because fuck them and their asshole
Hey, Greedy,
in their asshole.
where can they find us?
Oh my god, you're supposed to answer this one.
Oh, I'm supposed to answer this
You
one?
are.
Fine.
You can find us on Facebook.
Yes, oh, damn it. Fucked up already. Gotham Press Podcast.
Twitter,
Gotham Press Pod.
BD Assembler, even though it's kind of goofy right now.
Yeah, even though it's kind of goofy, Gotham Press Podcast.
YouTube,
Just search for Gotham Press Podcast.
Instagram.
Fuck you, Greedy. But still, Gotham Press Podcast.
Let's see, what else is there?
What's the email if you want to email?
Yeah, what's the email?
Podcast?
Oh, you're both asking me. Okay. That would be gothampresspodcast@gmail.com.
Is there any other social media we're missing?
Search for us on Spotify.
Spotify. Oh, any of your major podcatchers?
Any of the major podcatchers. That would be iTunes,
Podcast Addict.
Podcast Addict, Podbean. And we have to answer this question. Lala, we do this because even though they found us, they may not know everywhere that we're at. And they may want to find us somewhere else.
Wait, we did miss one.
Which one?
Discord.
Oh, we are on Discord.
Yeah, what's the room? The Gotham Press?
Gotham Press Podcast.
Gotham Press Podcast.
More importantly, though, if they really want to find us, if they just go to Podbean and look at the actual podcast listing, since we've had the Discord up, it's been in the list of social media that we're on.
Excellent. Good planning.
It is.
So yeah, what do we got? What do we got on the docket tonight?
On the docket tonight, well, this is the very last chance to enter to win the flogger. We
Please
will be
do not enter to win the flogger.
Sugars girl. Why are you telling people not to enter?
Why am I telling people not to enter? Because I would like to win.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of, we just got another entry.
Did we?
Yeah, my mistress.
I mean, you and I...
Oh, and we just got another entry. Her hubby.
Greedy, are we allowed to enter at this
We are
point?
not.
We are
you
not.
and I are not allowed to.
You and I are not. It's a really nice flogger, though.
Yes. So, does that answer Lala's why?
Well, I hope it does. She'll let us know when she listens to the podcast.
Okay.
Man, we've been growing. We've got a lot more listeners now.
We're up to 7.
No, I think we've actually broken double digits. We're at 10.
Damn. I hope you're serious.
I hope I am too.
This seems like something you should know, you know?
Yeah, I should probably keep up with more stuff. We'll figure it out. One day.
Ow.
Hey, Sugars girl. It's been a long time since you've been on.
It has been.
How have you been?
Really good. Can't complain.
Has your kink life been treating you well?
Very well.
What's been going on with it?
Well, my master and I are, navigating the waters of MS and learning and growing and furthering our journey all the time.
Good.
Change is good.
Yeah. Even though, listeners, she abandons us on a weekly basis these days.
Almost weekly basis.
Almost week. No, it is a weekly basis.
It's weekly, except that every third or fourth or fifth week.
Every third week of the month.
Yeah. You happen to land here.
I spend my weekdays with you guys.
Yes,
but
that's
we
why I
never
said
see
weekly
you.
and not daily.
You're seeing me right now, and it is literally a weekday.
Yes, right now is the rare occasion where I actually see you. Occasionally, I'll hear you singing in the shower, but I never do see you.
I don't sing in the shower, so I don't know who you're hearing.
Yeah, okay. Just like you don't sing when you're cleaning.
Oh, no, I absolutely sing when I'm cleaning.
Okay, if you'll own that, I don't know why you don't own the shower.
Because I don't sing in the shower.
Lies.
It could be Butterfly that sings in the shower.
Could be. Or you could be hearing my audiobook.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
She does. We miss you, Sugar. Sugar's girl. I have to specify. This is weird.
Yeah. We miss you, Sugar. Hope you're listening at some point.
You just miss his hands.
Oh my God, that man is magic.
Sex magic?
I actually wouldn't know about that magic.
You wouldn't know about sex magic at all?
Please define that for me.
What is sex magic?
Yeah.
You know, I really don't know, but I saw it one time on FetLife, and I was curious, and I've never followed up. So if anybody knows what sex magic is, please shoot me a message and let me know.
Hey, Sugar Girl, you just reminded me of something important.
What's that?
We're on FetLife. The Gotham Press.
Oh my God, how did we miss that one?
Because I failed and you failed. But Sugar's Girl, she saved us. Thank you again, Sugar's Girl.
Thank you for the save.
My pleasure.
So, what else can we pleasure ourselves with today?
Double entendre.
Oh my God! Did you see the gem of a news story? We have a president that accesses social media a little too frequently.
We do?
We do.
What happened this time?
Well, so it's no secret that 4G is the major player for cellular service data.
Yeah.
That's common knowledge for anybody in the U.S. that has any sort of income or a phone or whatever.
Has a phone with internet access.
Yes, most of our country is powered on 4G.
Yeah. Moving to 5G.
Moving to 5G.
Yeah,
Well,
5G is still kind of new, but, you know, it's getting there.
Yeah, exactly what 5G is, we're not certain yet.
It's the next stage. That's all we know.
It's the next stage. That's all we as humble peons happen to know. But our president,
Does he know more about it than we do?
if you ask him, yes.
It stands to reason that he would.
It stands to reason that he would, but with all the it's gonna be huge. It's absolutely huge. I just don't buy into it. He may have been given a briefing on it, but I sincerely doubt he knows any of the technical aspects of it. Doubt he knows anything that's going to matter to us any about it. And off the top of his head, I doubt he could list what it's going to do to improve our day-to-day lives. That said, he promptly encouraged us to all pursue 6G. So I see this as...
Wait. 6G doesn't exist yet.
No, it does not. That's the point. 6G does not exist at this point. We're just getting to the point where 5G is
A thing.
We're not certain what it is. We're not certain how it's going to affect us. But in the secret world of military information, it is a thing.
Okay.
6G officially has not even been announced or projected yet. But he's already taking to social media about how we need to pursue it because 5G is not going to be enough for us.
Wait. I just pulled up the tweet.
Please.
Per at real Donald Trump. Please tweet the man to say you need to leave. That's it. Just you need to leave. Nothing else. But the tweet in question. I want 5G and even 6G technology in the United States as soon as possible. It is far more powerful, faster, and smarter. Smarter?
Apparently it's smarter.
Than the current standard. American companies must step up their efforts or get left behind.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
It's far more powerful, faster, and smarter than current standards. So basically, in Trump talk, it's huge. It's
huge.
Absolutely huge.
At the risk of sounding like a Trump supporter, which
Yes.
I am wholeheartedly not,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with that tweet. Like, why is that a bad tweet? I don't get it.
6G it's not even on the horizon yet.
Well, what's the harm in saying we should, look to the future and pursue that?
Okay. Me, as the type of nerd I am, I look at that like, you say that like we haven't been working on that already. It's like saying, hey, work towards getting up in the morning. Of course I'm going to get up in the morning.
What I see wrong with it is he's trying to imply that we're not pushing right now. The fact that we've got 5G on the horizon, that we're actively moving towards it, that's saying, hey, we're doing this already. Why the hell would you say something so obvious? I mean, we're just introducing a new technology. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too critical.
Yeah.
But
I gotta say, it sounds like it. I mean, to me, it's like just saying, like, you know, I've got this great house, you know, this great new apartment, and I can't wait till I pursue my home one day. Like, what's wrong with saying that? Like, what's wrong with saying, you know, we've got a goal to work towards? Like, I don't understand why that's negative, and it's obvious too. I mean, people want to move up in life. You know, I don't see anything wrong with saying that. It seems hypercritical, and it seems like everybody wants to pick him apart for any little thing he says for any reason at all, which the man has plenty of faults. We don't need to be picking apart those lame-ass tweets. Like, what does it matter?
There are better ones to pick apart.
There certainly are.
okay.
We'll go with that.
I
you, Sugar
will
Girl.
concede that point. Yes.
But I had another story that kind of saddens me a little bit.
What's that?
Just because I am a Nintendo fan. The president of Nintendo of America has announced his retirement.
Oh.
Sad day.
Yeah, Reggie Fils-Aimé is going to be retiring in March. But
on the upside,
who
is his replacement?
His replacement is a guy whose first name I have no fucking clue. His last name is actually Bowser.
Shut up.
Yes.
That is the coolest thing.
Yes. It's like, I mean, come on.
So who are they going to hire to take down their boss?
Oh my god. That is so obvious. Why didn't we think of that?
It'd be, oh my god. No, it can't because I would remember that. If his name had been like Mario Bowser.
Oh my god.
I kind of want him to come out at the next E3 in a Bowser cosplay. Bowser's Bowser?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
It hurts.
I'm going to miss Reggie. Reggie's got that, he had that fun attitude towards his job. It's kind of like when Satoru Iwata died.
Yeah.
The previous president of Nintendo of Japan. So, yeah, when he died, it's like, no, we had fun with him. The new guy, not so fun. So I'm hoping Bowser, like, just leans into his name and the role. You know?
You should hope not.
Huh?
If he picks up an axe and chops down the bridge Nintendo USA headquarters, then he will, and only then will he have fully taken on the duty, the weight of his name.
Oh, I wonder if he has a son. Bowser Jr.
Oh.
Listeners, you can't see this. Greedy looks like he is ready for this. Greedy, is your body ready?
I'm seeing his desk already. It's going to have an assortment of mushrooms on it, several plumbing pipes going to various other spots in the building.
I know, he's got to have his minions, man.
Oh yeah, he'll have his minions too,
Have some
and they'll all have to wear turtle costumes.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Some of them will fly.
Ah, we can only hope.
Oh, the Hammer Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
The Hammer
I was
Brothers.
just thinking about that.
But yeah, that's the latest with Nintendo. I'm just looking forward to the future at this point. Hopefully, gonna be sad. Gonna be sad to see you go, Reggie. But you got a good replacement, at least in name.
I hope he lives up to the name.
I do too. Oh, if he see, that's the thing. I need to know if he's married. If he's married, will he kidnap his princess?
Oh, that would be funny.
Bring his wife in as Peach.
Hey, Sugar's Girl. Real quick, black or white?
Black.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, we had a couple of complaints about that
What?
from my last game night.
What?
Who did you not give cards to?
Who did I not give cards to?
Just a Dark Star.
Oh my God, did I not?
You did not.
Okay, well, I will get them to her this week.
Okay.
Because I'm supposed to go see her.
Okay.
That was a good throw, huh?
Sure, you could call it that.
I did. I was there.
So,
Wait, okay, what goes in the black again?
A black
The
is
question.
a question. Fill in the blank.
Oh, okay.
like, Sugar's
Or-
Girl is really into blank.
Why is
People know
sugar
what
so
that is.
sore?
Why is sugar so sore? Why is Sugar's Girl so sore? Because that's usually the way it goes.
Either way, whichever you want to do. Oh, don't go with that. That's been done like 6 times already.
I want to bring up a couple of shows that I saw on Netflix recently.
Yeah, what'd you see?
One of them is called Umbrella Academy. It's based off of a comic book,
Uh-huh.
a Dark Horse comic book. The premise is you have this group of 7 orphans. Actually, the quick startup is on a day in, I want to say, the year doesn't really matter, but I think they based it, the year was 89. 43 women who were not pregnant that morning gave birth that day.
What?
Were not pregnant that morning and gave birth that day.
What the hell?
So
That sounds like it would be devastating to a woman's body.
you would think. The way it opened was, it was in Russia. This guy was flirting with this girl. They were at a swimming pool. The girl gave him a kiss, jumped in the pool, and when she popped up, she was ready to give birth. Henceforth, kisses make you pregnant.
The hell?
So you can get pregnant from having sex in the spa? Damn it.
Have you been having sex in the spa, Sugar's Girl?
No.
We do not allow boy fluids in the spa. Trust me, I've tried.
Wait, what?
You were there.
No! No, I wasn't.
Speaking of that, would you like to know what I wrote on my black card?
Sure!
Sugar's Girl caught awesome and greedy blank in the shower.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Why do you have this, like, fetish for us together?
I just want to see it so bad.
I don't, greedy. This will not happen.
I'm not saying I want this to happen, but I'm mildly worried with the cards, the white cards that are going to go with that black card.
Oh, God, no.
It's pretty perfect.
No.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for the next game night. I won't be there, but I can't wait for the next game night.
You're never there.
I know.
That's not the third Saturday.
I know.
I'm scared.
Wow.
But more importantly, back to what I was talking about.
Yeah.
With Umbrella Academy, it's a really interesting series. Like, the 7 main characters
Uh-huh.
all have special powers.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, 6 of the 7 have special powers. There's one that does not, who is the the everybody character that we as viewers kind of say, hey, we can see ourselves in her. Played by Ellen Page. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool. One of the characters, like when it first starts off, only 5 of the 7 characters are there. 2 of them are missing. One is dead. One is just missing. And then in the later episode, he pops in from the future. But as his 12-year-old self, as everybody else is in their 20s now.
So he pops in from the past?
No, he pops in from the future in his past body.
Okay.
His mind
bizarre.
is that of a 50-year-old. His body is that of a 13-year-old.
My mind's telling me no.
No. We do not.
Body.
We do not support R. Kelly. We do not support R.
That
Kelly.
was R. Kelly? Wow, I hate that song now.
That was R. Kelly?
Yes.
All right.
Do you, my co-host.
Dude, you know my background.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
You don't know music. I'm sorry. You know some music. If it's screaming death metal, you know it.
If it's classical, I know it. If it's most rock, I know it.
We're just gonna cut that part.
So you're saying R&B is not your forte?
No. R&B, hip hop, rap,
Okay.
country.
Wait, didn't you grow up in Bakersfield?
Fuck you. No, I reject that reality. No.
So you're saying you didn't grow up in Bakersfield?
Technically, I grew up in Oildale.
Does that make it better or worse?
Well, that makes it worse. I was subjected to country music pretty much daily, and I hated it. And I still do. Especially since it's gone to the pandering bullshit semi-hip-hop country.
Wait, semi-hip-hop country?
Yeah, it's meaningless. Old country songs like bluegrass.
So what you're saying, old country songs, you mean the ones where their girl ran off and they had to shoot their horse?
That's the honky tonk blues country. No, that's no. I'm talking bluegrass. I'm talking like the stuff, the grassroots country that used to, actually have meaning behind it. Before it was all sad, my dog ran away with my ex-wife and my car broke down, and boo-hoo, boo the fuck who.
Wait, no, you said car. Those country guys didn't have cars.
Whatever. Ford. Bastards.
Sugar Girl, do you like country music?
I do. I especially love 90s country music because I went through a phase in high school.
Oh my god, that's exactly the stuff I'm talking about.
I know, that's why I brought it up.
90? See, I don't know 90s country.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the Garth Brooks Friends in Low
Yes,
Places?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Friends in
like
Low
one
Places, Boot Scoot Boogie.
I know pretty much
I'm-
every Garth Brooks song that there is.
Oh.
Listeners, Greedy is shaking his head in disdain, like, no.
I think country music can be really good. Some of it's really shitty. Some of it's really good.
Are you a Tay Swift fan?
She has a couple good songs.
That's like one of the few country people I know.
Who?
She's hardly
Taylor
country
Swift.
anymore.
Oh, yeah, she's really not.
But she
No,
started off
she's
country,
more
didn't she?
pop.
Yeah, she did start off country.
Okay. And
But she's got a couple good songs.
what's the girl group country band?
Dixie Chicks?
Yes, that one.
Oh my god.
They have some good songs, too.
Yeah, and they were a thing right up until they had that anti-Bush rant. Mm-hmm. Know your market before you get political. When 99% of the people you're selling to listen to somebody that you're about to bash and are devout followers of that person, it is in your best business sense to shut your fucking gums.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't be recording this because we're going to lose all of our Trump supporters?
Is that a bad thing?
Do we have any?
I don't know.
There are more Trump supporters in the community than you would think, which is kind of surprising
Really?
considering what kind of, like, how liberal and alternative our lifestyle is.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this. As long as we don't bring politics into the dungeon, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I will beat you whether you support Trump or not. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's true. Like, you would never know. Like, the friends that I know that are Trump supporters that are in the community, they're not walking around at kink parties talking about how much they love Trump. But what happens is sometimes you Facebook friend somebody.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, I did not realize they swung that way.
You know, I have...
They swung that way?
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few people ask me if I am a Trump supporter, and I'm not. I mean, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Hillary supporter. Not an Obama supporter. Not a Romney supporter. I think they can.
Not
all
a
burn
Sanders
in hell.
supporter?
I'm not a Trump supporter, but I am not a Trump supporter hater.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
No, the way I see it, if you have your own political views and you understand why you have those political views, you're not just, oh yay, make America great again, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. If you have backing, reason for following, then I respect you.
Oh,
You know
what? Speaking of a little bit into politics, but not really.
what's that?
I don't think either of you have ever seen the show Empire.
No,
I know of it.
You know of the show, or you know of what I'm about to talk about?
I think
No,
I
I
know
know
what
of the
you're.
show.
I think I know what you're about to talk about.
the one of the actors on there
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
plays a gay black man.
Isn't he, in fact, in real life, a gay black man?
I don't know if he's gay in real life.
I'm 99% certain he is.
More than I know. He staged at this, at this point allegedly staged a hate crime against himself
A racial and sexual hate crime against him.
because he thought he was going to be written off the show. So he wanted to make himself a martyr and get social backing to make sure he stayed on the show.
Is he the one that turned himself in for filing a false police report?
Yes.
Yeah. Twist of fate. After all this happened and the allegations of him setting up all of the beating and all this stuff coming out as it's staged, when questioned about it, the writers for the show said, "No, he's a pivotal person in this show. We're not going to write him off."
No, it was before everything came out that came up.
That came up. But now that all this has come out, that he's allegedly staged all of this, they wrote him off the show.
Well, they should. That's a very serious thing
Very
to do.
serious thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that takes away police from actual crimes that may be being committed at the time.
And
that
it lends fire to people's arguments that hate crimes aren't happening.
Yeah.
Very much so.
It's bullshit. Either way, it's just total bullshit.
It is.
People, if you're a victim of a hate crime, come forward about it. I mean, I know it sucks to put yourself out there, but please, it's only going to stop when we make it stop. And to the people out there that aren't actually victims of hate crimes, sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Be supportive of the people that were victims, but sit the fuck down.
One of the YouTube channels I follow, Phil DeFranco.
Oh, I love that guy.
I want to say it was him, and maybe a different channel. I can't remember everything exactly right now. But there were several. No, I'm sorry. It was Phil DeFranco that I heard about the original story on. But I was listening to Savage Lovecast, Dan Savage's podcast.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how that particular crime is really fucked up, but it's a common thing apparently. He listed, I want to say, like 5 other crimes like that in the past. I want to say 5 or 10 years. They got a whole bunch of coverage and were found out to be fake.
Yeah. That actually raises a question, and we're going to delve back into politics here. The Supreme Court judge, what was his name? Kavanaugh?
Yeah, Kavanaugh.
Did anything come from that?
I think he got a job.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's still the Supreme Court judge.
Like I said, he got a job.
But like none of it held water, or it's just being swept under the rug.
I have no idea.
There's no way really for it to hold water. How long ago was that? I don't know how old he is, but they were in school.
He's in the 50s.
Yeah.
So like 30 years ago.
Yeah. So there's really not any recourse left.
The court of public opinion does not hold water in actual court.
No, it does not.
Hey, I had another show to talk about, but we got off on a tangent.
What's the other show?
One called Sex Education.
You have my attention.
I want to say it's kind of like a teenage show, but it's not really. It's based in a high school. It's got Gillian Anderson.
Oh, I really love Gillian Anderson.
She looks a lot different these days. It took me a second to realize who that was her.
I had she was my first girl crush.
I can believe that. No, she doesn't look bad at all. She's all gray now, so I'm so used to her with that, that red hair. It's like, oh. Yeah, she plays the mother of the main character. Also, Gillian Anderson plays a sex therapist.
I think I've seen this show.
What happened to the X-Files reboot? Did it die?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, she.
Where the kid goes to school and he plays sex therapist for people.
Right, because he did it once, and somebody happened to see him do it, and they're like, "Hey, we can make money off that."
Yeah.
He gives advice to his schoolmates about sex?
Yes, because Teenagers don't know much about sex.
Teenagers scared.
Some adults don't know much about sex.
Lots of adults.
Lots of adults. We do live in a sexually repressed society.
Yay, America!
There are a lot of adults that don't know much about sexual anatomy. That's
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
They don't.
that's sad, too, yeah.
Oh my God! I had a conversation. Wow, I had a conversation a couple weeks back with a spa full of women, a jacuzzi tub full of women. There were 4 of them out there, and we were having a chat about how vaginas don't look identical. One of them was astonished at this new medical learning.
Wait,
That-
what?
Seriously, she swore that she thought they all looked the same.
She must not have watched a lot of porn.
More importantly, did she not go to a high school where girls changed in the locker room or anything like that?
I never had my vagina on display at school, not once.
No, not you per se, but I'm sure that there were some girls that did.
I'm curious, did you ever spot a vagina in the locker room?
No.
Oh.
I mean, no. There was no shower situation in our locker room. We just changed into shorts and our pants were
Okay,
still
yeah.
on.
All right, so there were no showers.
Yeah. So your logic has been shot full of holes.
Well,
I'm curious, what was the girls' locker room like for you?
a place where I never went.
Swish.
Hey, Greedy, how's the girls' locker room for you?
I don't know. I never went in there. It was
Ah,
it was a pity.
it's okay. Hey, Greedy,
Yo,
Greedy,
yeah,
you're a great person. You know that.
I try.
Moving on though,
Please.
we had a thing that we were talking about a couple days ago that we never really got a conversation on.
Oh yeah.
2 things.
I'm trying to remember what it was, but I didn't write it down on my schedule, and
Yes, the first thing is scheduling for the podcast.
that's right.
Because Greedy and I were supposed to record on Friday.
Well, technically, we did record on Friday.
Technically. But you still forgot about it.
Yes. Well, I told you I didn't write it down on my schedule.
Do you write things down on your schedule now?
More frequently, yes.
Good. The second thing was scheduling as far as play partners. Scheduling as far as whoever you're with when you're like, hey, you know what? And this is more of a poly thing, but it still goes hand in hand with even just a monogamous relationship. It's, hey, we need to schedule for playtime. We need to schedule for us time or whatever it may be.
Okay.
Sugar Girl, do you schedule?
Well, we have a set routine. So, in our particular case, I'm there every weekend, and that time for the most part is mine. Like everything we do together, and he's not with any of his other partners during that time, for the most part. And then during the week, we're apart. So, he has plenty of time to
Schedule with the others.
to schedule the others. So the time situation due to our particular long distance relationship is, pretty much takes care of itself for the most part.
Okay. What about you, Greedy?
Google Calendar. Wow. Google Calendar is my friend. I can keep all of the podcast stuff on it, which
You'll do now.
I will make an effort to do better on it. I keep all of the group stuff on it, and I get to keep all of the family stuff on it too. I'm working on getting my blood family converted over to it, so regardless of them failing to tell me about one thing or another, I will see it on the calendar coming up. So trying to do that, but yeah, it's worked wonders in the rest of my life.
And as for me, with scheduling the relationships that I'm currently in, one of them I know that is basically like an every other week thing because she has her son every other week. That week is family time. My other one, she is married, and so she has to give hubby time.
Uh-huh.
Our schedule has been kind of off lately just because my work schedule keeps changing around. So trying to schedule in time has been like, okay, hey, I think I'll be off this day. So I need to start implementing Google Calendar with that too.
Google Calendar is a service that my master asks of me. So not time between partners, but like it's my responsibility to maintain our Google Calendar that we share. That's got like all of our main events that are going on in our lives and all lifestyle activities and things like that.
Okay.
I have a question for you guys.
What?
How do you handle like scheduling priorities and scheduling like division of time in your relationships? Do you handle it like everybody gets equal amounts of time, that there is no such thing as somebody has priority over another, or so forth?
Well, for my relationship, I'm going to take this first, as I've only got one relationship right now.
Greedy. Now, you know that's not true. It's your relationship plus the relationship she's in plus any other relationships. We talked about we talked about this on the poly panel.
that is. We missed the poly panel.
Well, I was working.
Yeah.
You missed the poly panel.
I missed the poly panel. I need to give the good doctor a drop her a line and apologize for that. Anyway, as far as whether or not there's primaries or everybody gets even amounts of time, there are primaries in my relationship with her. Her husband is absolutely her primary, and I would not have it any other way. I mean, they're married. They've been married for several years, and there's nothing in this world that I would want to come between that. Beyond that, if she or I were to have another relationship, that relationship would be secondary to my relationship with her, which would be secondary to her relationship with her hubby. So, yeah, there's going to be a hierarchy, if you will. But at the same time, I don't want anybody feeling like, you're less important, because the only reason that we would have that is because we've been together so long.
Have you negotiated a certain amount of time that you are, I don't know if entitled is the right word, but that you've agreed that you're going to get?
Yeah, and it's changed a few times. At one point, it was 3 days per week. Then it went to 2. Currently, it's at 1. But we're actually going to sit down and have a chat about that in the coming weeks. How about yourself?
Well, it's changed over time. So when we first got together, he had other partners that were girlfriends, and not just play partners. And we tried our best to be equitable in the time division between the three of us. Slowly over time, the other 2 relationships ended, and we are each other's primaries. And right now, we have an arrangement where he's agreed that he doesn't want any other serious relationships. He says that he doesn't want anybody who wants a demand on his time. So if anybody is cool with having his time when it's available, and that's fine. If they don't see each other for a couple weeks, that's fine. Then he's cool with it. If anybody's like, I want Tuesdays and Fridays, he's not cool with it. So that's where we stand right now. I don't know if that may change later in the future.
I don't think things always change eventually. Mm-hmm. Not that change is bad. Change is just a thing that happens.
And I'm not very poly oriented myself. So I'm not interested in a second relationship or even very much a play partner. So my time is pretty much all his. Maybe it's all his anyway. He would be choosing whether or not I could give it to somebody else, but I don't even have really the desire at this time.
Okay. As for my relationships, at this point, my time is work demands my time, sadly. Well, yay for having a job, but
absolutely,
man, because my job, as I said earlier, my schedule is not the most concrete of things. It will change on a dime if it's needed to, and that is hell when trying to schedule between partners. But as far as trying to get, like, if somebody else were to come in, me, I'm not currently actively looking for another partner. So I'm content with the 2 I have. Well, 3 officially, but 2 locally. One, actually, I know one of them isn't currently looking for anything else. The other, I think she actually just started talking with somebody else. At which point, she let me know, like, okay, that's fine, as long as I have, right now, as far as we're concerned, Wednesday nights are me and Duckies. So, yay for that. For me and Corinne, it's just when she has her week without her kid.
If, like, one of your partners said to you, I want at least this many hours of your time a week, are you open to that kind of negotiation? Or
I am open to it, but we have to keep it within the realm of reality as far as all the other constraints that I have on my time at this point, because I have groups, I have quasi-social life. I say quasi, but it's really a good social life.
Well, your social life is pretty much bound into the groups, isn't it?
Actually, yeah.
I think that's pretty much the same for
all 3 of us.
Oh, it's gotten to the point now where if I talk about a friend, my family members, my sisters will be like, is this one of the group? Yeah, it's one of the group.
Are you out to your family?
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much. We don't discuss all the nitty-gritty particulars of things, but I'm definitely...
Usually most families don't discuss nitty-gritty particulars.
Well, I'm definitely out that I'm poly. I'm definitely out that I like women as well as men. And they all have a pretty good idea about what the group is all about. My mom absolutely knows what the group is all about.
That's surprising that your mom knows more than the rest.
My mom calls it the circle of sin, is what my mom calls it.
Wow.
I am so happy to be in the circle of sin.
Yeah, right?
Maybe we need to change the group name.
No.
The circle of sin.
Circle of sin.
No.
Yeah, she's called it the circle of sin. She's known, for a while, like not too long after I joined the group. And no, I definitely out to my sister. One of my sisters is kind of wound pretty tight, so I don't really talk to her a lot about it. Oh. And I have never once mentioned it to my father, though he's not an idiot. So, and my mom is a loudmouth when she drinks, so I'm sure.
Oh.
I'm sure that he knows about it too.
He just chooses not to bring it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with it. I would be upset, I think, if my coworkers knew about it, mostly because I think about 99% of them are very right-wing, conservative, good old Bakersfield folk. And
good old Bakersfield folks.
It's that and a couple really flamboyant gay boys. Like, just, it's really quite a weird dynamic we have in the office. It's pretty awesome. But I still wouldn't want them to know, but it's never really bothered me for my family to know.
I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with anybody at work knowing, just because in my job, I don't think I have a morality clause, but I don't want to test that theory,
I will say this: as much as I am out to my family about what I do, and I'd be open and willing to discuss it with them if they were to ask and they have an idea, for some reason, and this might change over time, I am terrified of them actually knowing the dynamic between my master and I. Like, they know him as my fiance and at first my boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure they know who's in charge. Like, I'm pretty sure they figure that much out. But for some reason, I found out, I feel like if they knew that, like, I called him master, then I would be really embarrassed by that, because I think my mom raised us in a way that's so opposite of that. Like, you shouldn't.
You are a strong woman, and no man will ever be in charge of you.
Yeah, and so I feel like they would just really look at me like I don't understand what went wrong there. Why does she want to call this man her master, and why does she want to be subject to his authority? And I just really don't want to ever have to explain that. So hopefully they'll never really kind of grasp the entirety of what that is.
I can understand that.
Yeah, me too.
For me, I just hope that my family never... One, I don't want my family to visit.
Not here.
Definitely not here. Because I know my mother. My mother will be like, okay, I need to see everywhere in your home. Like, no.
See, and what happens is when you tell somebody they can't go somewhere,
They want it more.
really want to go in there.
Yeah.
Like, stay out of the garage. You know she's going to go in the garage.
Ugh.
But, I mean, I'm sure your mom would be cool. She's not going to disown you for...
She's not going to disown me, but again, and I've said this before, that is a conversation that I do not want to have.
I understand that, yeah.
I don't think my parents understand the entire concept of consent.
Of consent?
Yeah. I don't consent to have that conversation with them. There's a damn good reason I don't have them come over here, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Well, the most awkward conversation I ever had with my family about that was with my ex. And my ex would sometimes leave bruises on my arms. And it was in the summer, and so I was wearing short sleeves. And a couple times my sisters noticed bruises on my arms. And so one day we were at dinner, and they were like, Jessica, we don't think this is happening, but we would hate ourselves if we never asked. Are you being abused? Do you need help? And
that is a good family member.
It is.
It is, except for it was just really a super awkward situation. And finally I was like, you know, guys, I like rough sex. I like it when he holds me down when we're having sex. And they're like, oh. And then my brother-in-law in the corner was like, I told you. I'm like, oh my God. Can we please change the subject? And we did, but it was super awkward.
That is golden. I think we need to make that a soundbite for the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that needs to be the opener.
The new opening.
I like rough sex. That's what we need to do. Well, let me.
You gonna write it down?
This, yes.
You gonna schedule it?
I'm going to write this down so I do not forget.
Watch them forget, listeners.
Yeah,
Greedy.
yes.
Real quick. The Flogger.
Yeah.
Friday, March 1st.
Friday, March 1st.
Friday, March 1st. Mm-hmm. We will be doing the drawing for the Flogger. We were supposed to do it last Friday, but real life got in the way, and we had to postpone it.
So, real quick, this podcast is going to be up on the 27th?
This podcast will be up on Wednesday the 27th, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, March 1st.
March 1st is the drawing.
Get on to Facebook, because we'll be doing it on there.
He says that now. We'll find out.
We'll see. Yeah.
You guys doing a live broadcast on Facebook?
That's the idea.
That's what he wants to do. So, listeners, this is your final chance to get the Flogger that you can see on our Discord and on our FetLife. To enter, you just have to email us at gothampresspodcast@gmail.com with your FetLife profile name so we can enter you into the contest. Also, after that, we haven't figured out the prize yet, but we will be doing a separate, a new drawing for the next quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a quarterly thing.
Right.
Do you have to watch the broadcast to win, or
No.
Watch? No, you can't watch it.
you can't watch?
No,
the
actually,
live?
Facebook Live.
Oh,
can.
you mean on the Facebook one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, you do not have to be present to win.
Okay, well, I probably won't watch, so just make sure you text me when I win.
I don't know. Maybe we need to exclude her since she's on this one. And she lives with us.
No, we won't do that.
No.
I don't want to have to deal with the tears.
We'll deal with them if she doesn't win.
No, do you want to have to deal with tears of she didn't win, or tears of you kicked me out of the drawing?
No, that won't be tears so much as it'll be I'm moving to Fresno.
So is Dacrophilia not your kink?
Is what?
Dacrophilia.
Dacrophilia.
What is dacrophilia?
You have his attention.
Like the sexualization of tears. Like,
Oh.
That is
Cartman
not.
syndrome.
What?
Cartman.
Cartman?
Yeah. Do you not? Did you never watch South Park?
I watched South Park, but I don't know that.
There
one.
was an episode where Cartman did an event he called Chili Cone Carnival,
Okay.
and it was a chili cook-off. There was this kid that earlier in the episode had sold him some pubes, so he could have some pubes of his very own.
Wow.
And he found out that that was total bullshit, and that's not how you get pubes. And so he wanted to get his money back. The guy wouldn't give his money back to him, but he got revenge. Chili Cone Carnival he wound up getting one of the other people on the South Park in South Park to slaughter this kid's parents and make chili out of them.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Exactly what you just heard.
I feel like this conversation took a weird turn.
It did. Anyway,
I'm scared.
the reason we went down this road is you're enjoying tears. Your dacrophilia, is that what you said it was called?
Yeah, dacrophilia is a form of paraphilia in which one is aroused by tears or sobbing. Okay,
so Cartman, as he's standing mocking this kid because his parents are dead, the kid is crying, and Cartman goes up and starts licking the tears off of this kid's face.
Okay, so real world example.
Sure.
My master literally licked the tears off of my cheeks this weekend, which I thought was super creepy and also pretty hot.
Okay, so turned on but confused as to why.
No, I'm not confused as to why.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You know, Greedy, I think I'm going to start doing that. We're just going to start bringing a random kink-related word to the podcast.
I was worried you were going to start licking tears off of my face.
No!
You didn't clarify, okay? I just...
No, I wouldn't be doing the licking.
I'm afraid I need an adult.
We'll find somebody else to lick the tears from your face.
Maybe your mistress would like it.
Does she like it when you cry?
She likes when I cry, but I don't know that she would lick my tears. She's licked my eye before, so I can't say that it's completely ruled out.
Wait, hold on. So if she licks your tear, is that then a salty treat for her?
Wow. I hope she listens to this one.
I hope she does too.
One
I
of
hope she
many
listens
salty
to
treats.
everyone. I think we've reached that point.
I think so.
Sugars girl, did you have a good time?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys.
So any final thoughts?
No, I just think I'll go in my room and have some fun thinking about tears. And all the ways he makes them happen.
I think she enjoyed it.
I think she did.
Hey, Greedy, any final thoughts from you?
Know your kinks and know why they're your kinks.
That is a difficult thing to examine.
Right?
And not always pleasant to try to get to the root of.
That'll keep somebody thinking for a while.
And
Awesome. Final thoughts?
listeners, as always, go out there, enjoy your kinks. Don't break your toys. You want them to come back. Educate yourself. Educate yourself on the kinks that you think you enjoy. Educate yourself on the kinks that you're afraid of. So that way you're not afraid of them anymore. With that, I think I'm done, Greedy. And we're out.
Peace.